So Jack Antonoff and Margaret Qualley got married this weekend in New Jersey, Long Beach Island. This had been rumors going around for a while, like, oh, this is where it's going to be. Yeah. Taylor Swift fans had heard about it. They proceeded to swarm every single area that Taylor Swift showed up to, causing just insane crowds. Cops had to get involved. Traffic like you wouldn't believe. I would be so pissed if I was sitting in the car and got stuck in this traffic. Oh my God. And I can't even imagine being Taylor Swift right now.
I know. It's really crazy. I really feel like she's the most famous person in the world right now.
I think so.
And it's just so insane.
There's not one other person that shows up to places like that, like they do for Taylor Swift.
I know. Or just like the digging, you know. And Dumas had posted a couple days earlier an email that was very clearly like their wedding. They said East Coast beach town. And let me tell you, the rumors that were swirling up and down the Jersey Shore, it was cracking me up because I've got friends in a bunch of different spots along the Jersey Shore. No matter what town you're in, like the rumors were swirling that.
I heard she was having it at DJ's.
Yeah, there was rumors swirling that she was all over. Some people were like, "Oh, she's gonna be at the Parker House on Friday." Like, there's like,
I saw people being like, "I'm at the Parker House and Taylor Swift is about to be here," and I was like, "Wait,
no, what?" Like, people really were. It was like, what town? Where's she gonna be?
She's gonna get a lobster at the Parker House.
So, it ended up being LBI on Long Beach Island. She arrived at the restaurant for the rehearsal dinner, and by the time she came out, it was so packed. Not only do I think like fans that were in the general area drove or wanted to go to see her, but I just think every young person, I mean, you don't even have to be young, could be literally straight up any person on Long Beach Island heard like, hey, Taylor Swift's at blank restaurant, you go to check it out. You know, like I just...
No, but what gives people the right to show up there?
No, 100%. But I think it's just like that beach town, like, or that small town environment where it's like, oh my God, if there's a famous person around, everybody leaves their house to go look. Like, it's just, it's crazy. And there were so many people. What's obviously sucks more, and you look at it in a different light, is that the fact that it was for somebody else's wedding.
Yeah, it's like, where do people not have the awareness?
It's like, not like Taylor Swift was just there on her own. It's like, oh, everyone go ogle at Taylor Swift and freak out. But it was like, this is somebody's wedding that you're just kind of making into a giant scene.
Just zero awareness whatsoever to be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't show up to this restaurant. Which, by the way, do the people think they're going to hang out with her? Because you're going to catch maybe a smallest glimpse of her. What is that doing for you? I don't understand. Like, you're not going to become best friends with her. She's at a rehearsal dinner. She's busy. She doesn't have time to hang out with you tonight. I'm sorry.
I know. And the video of her coming out, too, was funny because she kind of walks out and she's looking down. But then she looks up and she looks around and she literally, like, her jaw drops. I think at I'd imagine just at seeing all the people, like it really looked at her. She turned one way and was like, oh, like I think there was just so many people. What was also so crazy to me that she's walking out in front of Zoe Kravitz and Channing Tatum and Cara Delevingne, like all very famous people. But of course, that's why I'm saying like most famous person in the world right there. It's like, I bet you half the crowd had no idea that like Channing Tatum was two steps behind her.
Their faces were very funny. Like Zoe Kravitz, Channing Tatum, like they were making faces like, what the hell? And I can imagine if you're Taylor Swift, you're like, part of you obviously is, you're like, wow. I'm
fucking Taylor Swift.
Yeah, you're like, oh my God, I'm Taylor Swift. All these people are showing up for me. I'm honored.
But you definitely have to feel bad because you're like, this is my best friend's wedding.
Right. The other part of you is like, oh, this fucking sucks for them. This is their wedding. The attention's supposed to be on them. Which I think people, get like, I don't think Margaret Qualley and Jack Antonoff are like, oh my God, the attention's being taken away from us. Like, they're fine.
You have to know the territory when you're inviting Taylor Swift to your wedding.
It's just the scene. It's like, it's how many people are swarming the scene just to get, that's just something I can't grasp. Like, you are not going to hang out with her.
Yeah.
You are barely going to see her, actually. So why even show up?
Look, I can't honestly say I've never done that before.
What? With who?
No, but like when I was younger, to like catch a glimpse of the Jonas Brothers, like if I heard the Jonas Brothers were at the mall.
Yeah.
And boy, did I race to the mall to see them. And guess what? They were there. I did get to take a picture with them at the mall.
Yeah, but you got a picture with them.
But, in your
Taylor
mind.
Swift's at a rehearsal dinner for a wedding.
I know. In your mind, you're hoping.
It's at the mall. Taylor Swift isn't at the store at the mall.
And I haven't done that in a long time.
She can't go to the mall. She can't do anything normally.
She can't do that. But even when she shows up at the studio that she goes to in the city to record, when she walks in, maybe people catch a glimpse of her walking in. There's not that many people around. But by the time she comes out, the whole street is flooded with people.
Right.
Like there's just a million people waiting for her
just to catch a
to
small
leave.
glimpse.
I know. It's so crazy. Even
That's how famous she is.
Even like the top of the restaurant looked like it was maybe an apartment or something. And like people were out on the deck, like waiting for her to come out. And I would imagine Taylor is very aware of this, and I would think would help in some way. Like maybe there was security that she could provide, or like making sure that everything for the wedding like wouldn't really be messed up, or having like a clear plan. But I guess you go into that thinking like small Jersey Shore beach town. What's the worst that can happen?
Right. Oh, quiet little town.
And word spread like wildfire.
Yeah.
100%. And it was a massive thing. And we haven't honestly seen too many details from the wedding. Apparently it was at, I'm forgetting the name, something Garage on LBI, the actual wedding. And then the reception was somewhere else. But there were just paparazzi photos of Jack and Margaret. She looked beautiful.
Yeah, she did. Very classic.
She has that very timeless look. Like, is she from 2023 or is she from like 1962? She has that old school. And I loved like the halter satin. It was very, very pretty. Very, very pretty. She must be pretty tall. I don't know if I'm making assumptions there, but she was wearing like little like ballet flats.
Yeah.
With her dress.
Cute.
Which was very cute. But she still looked taller than Jack Antonoff, but I don't know how tall Jack Antonoff is. Maybe he's a shorty.
It seems to be that ballet flats are coming back. I saw Kaya Gerber wearing them.
I think they are, and
I think you have to be a special type of person to wear them.
Yeah,
like
not
Kaya
for
Gerber
me.
and Margaret Qualley.
Yeah, there's some trends that like I can appreciate when they come back around because I'm like, yes, I miss this, but ballet flats, if I put on a pair of ballet flats again, I think I would just feel like I was 13 again, like not in a good way.
Yeah, you're not excited about it.
Yeah, and also like the ones that I do see that are all like the celebrities posting and stuff are like Chanel ballet flats.
That's
I'm like,
different.
Sure, Chanel ballet flats, sign me up if that's where you want to. That's what
it's a different story.
But they are like all the other brands are making that style. But obviously not Chanel. Like I think you see that style now everywhere. But no, very, very pretty it looked like.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Well, you can see it's a beautiful spot to get married.
Right.
My friends were all just at a wedding on LBI like last month. They said it was absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
So
Taylor Swift, she can't do anything.
I know she can't go anywhere. She really can't.